Guys, let's compare an emerging profession with a traditionally well-established profession. We would compare being a GST practitioner with being a chartered accountant in practice. CA, of course, is a comprehensive program which covers all the avenues of taxation: audit, accounts, financial management, corporate responsibilities, corporate governance, so many other areas. It's a comprehensive program which might take 3 to 5 years to complete. But then, when you complete your CA, you are out into a market with good number of established practitioners in the form of senior chartered accountants. In a small town, most of the clients would be handled for many years, sometimes decades, by these senior chartered accountants. So to set up practice, it takes a lot of time for a junior chartered accountant. So many of them take the easy route. They take up accounts officers' jobs or has to manage accounts positions in corporate houses. Or they take accounts and financial management jobs in governmental organizations or the government itself. But today, being a GST practitioner is not only challenging, it's also highly exciting because there are hardly any practitioners with required expertise in the field at this point of time. Because most of the people are groping in the dark. Most of the senior chartered accountants have not learned GST during their academic schedule. They are trying to do some self-learning and they have gained enough expertise in return filing. But then that's not enough. You need to advise the client on the intricacies and the finer aspects of GST so that the client gets full benefit of this taxation system. When it comes to this, most of the chartered accountants in the field today fail. Some of them fail miserably, leading the client squarely in trouble. Sometimes facing huge penalties by the Department of GST and the Government of India. Slides, please. So the profession of a chartered accountant or the career of a chartered accountant is a ladder with a slow grading, as you can see on the screen. So it takes a good number of years for a chartered accountant to set up a flourishing practice, even in small townships. And it takes a number of years for a chartered accountant to rise up to a director's level, say finance director level in a corporate house. It takes maybe 20 years to reach the top position in a corporate. It takes more than 10 years to set up a reasonably good practice, even in a small township. Whereas GST practitioners, their practice will zoom and zoom from day one because this new cloud computing based taxation system and its intricacies are not very well known for the older chartered accountants. Moreover, the Government of India insists that you need to clear the GST practitioner's exam conducted by the Government of India in order to be a registered practitioner, in order to have signatory and representative powers with reference to GST. All this points a finger at the better and greater prospects that the profession of GST practitioner offers. You see a gentleman smiling here. If you want to have a career where you can smile from day one, I would strongly recommend becoming a GST practitioner, even more than becoming a chartered accountant. Okay, guys, to give you a comparison, being a general practitioner in medicine, it takes a long time to establish your practice because there are a large number of general practitioners. But then if you are a specialist in an emerging area, for example, sports medicine, or you are a specialist in rheumatology or oncology, it's so much easier to establish practice because there's hardly any competition. Similarly, in the world of finance and accounts, it goes without saying that being a GST practitioner is a easier shortcut to career success and to a significant financial returns from practice. So I would strongly recommend all youngsters today to take on the GST practitioner's test after an excellent training offered by a reputed training academy, and then try this test. Meanwhile, you can pursue your CA, CMA, CS, etc. with a broader perspective of mastering all aspects of finance and accounts. Okay. See, when it comes to GST training, we do run an advanced GST practitioners training, which is actually offered by people with exposure to as honorary counselors and resource persons of the Government of India. So they have solid, authentic, authoritative knowledge on GST. And our training program has actually produced a very large number of GST practitioners from Kerala. If my count is correct, we would have created more than 1,000 GST practitioners through our training programs, which are focused on campuses as well as in our academy located in Aluva, a suburban satellite town of Kochi. So you are invited to talk to me for further details on this emerging and flourishing career opportunity. Thank you very much.